Here we'll go through the answers to the multiple alleles worksheet. So just to start off as a quick review, remember we had 4 possible phenotypes or blood type A, type B, type AB, and type O, and the possible genotypes that could go along with them. So here it says fill in the Punnett square of a cross between a person with blood genotype AO, so we'll fill that in, and a person with a genotype BO. Fill that in. So we've got AB, BO, AO, OO. Just like with complete dominance Mendelian inheritance patterns, if we have a capital letter, we tend to write it first. So the possible phenotypes of our children, AB genotype has a phenotype AB, BO phenotype has a phenotype B, AO phenotype has a phenotype A, and OO genotype has a phenotype O. And our possible genotypes are what's in our Punnett square here: AB, BO, AO, and OO. Here, a man with type O blood and a woman with type AB blood have children. So the man with type O blood must have the genotype OO, and the woman must have the genotype AB. So we've got AB and OO. We've got AO, AO, BO, BO. So the possible phenotypes, we have either type A blood or type B blood. Possible genotypes, type AO, type BO. Which ones are dominant and which ones are recessive? So recall A and B are both dominant alleles, and O is a recessive allele. Which blood type alleles show lack of dominance over each other, or in other words, are codominant to each other? So A and B are codominant to each other. An AB blood type is therefore an example of the codominance inheritance pattern. A woman with type O blood and a man with type B blood could potentially have offspring with which of the following blood types? If you didn't know their genotypes, which you can't know just by looking at someone's blood. So to figure this out, we need to think about someone with type A blood. That parent could have been either AA or they could have been OO. And this other parent with type B blood could have been BB or BO, because both of those are possible genotypes for that phenotype. So we essentially have 4 possible crosses that we could come up with here. We have the AA with the BB, and we come out with children that in this case would be all AB. Again, just like in codominance inheritance pattern, we have 2 capital letters. We tend to pick a conventional way of writing this. Usually we do it alphabetically, so even though we have an AB here and a BA coming in here, we write all of these as AB. Then we try our AA with our BO. We have 2 ABs and 2 AOs as our possibilities for that cross. We have our AO with our BB. So we have 2 ABs and 2 BOs here. Or we could have the AO with the BO. We have AB, BO, AO, OO. So potentially their children could have blood type AB from this cross and this cross and this cross and this cross. That shows up in all of them. So if they had a child with AB, that wouldn't tell us really anything about their genotypes. They could have a child with type A blood in this cross and this cross. So if they had a child with type A blood, that would tell you that one of the parents, that the B parent had to have been BO for that possibility. They could have type B blood showing up in this cross and this cross. If they had type B blood, then we would know the type A parent had to have been AO for their genotype, because that was where the only 2 cross possibilities where we ended up with someone with type B blood. And they could have type O blood that shows up just in this cross. In that case, we would know that one parent is AO and the other parent is BO. That's the only way that they could have had type A blood and type B blood and ended up with a child of type O. So depending on what the child is, we can potentially narrow down some possibilities of what the genotype of the parents must have been.